Hi mga ka-big boys! Today we are going to talk about developing competence. So, what is developing competence? Developing competence is identifying the skills, talents, characteristics, and knowledge you require to perform your job and effectively in training or practicing to improve them. It is not enough to know what good communication consists of. You must also have the motivation to reflect on and better your communication and the skills needed to do so. To understand more, watch this.
You're doing the wrong thing, bro. Click ulti.
Oh, shut up.
You need to listen to me because I have the skills.
Hep hep hep! Clearly, you see that the person with the black shirt has the knowledge and skills to play the game, while the person with the white shirt is just simply playing without sufficient knowledge and skills of that particular game. Moreover, in developing competence, it is combination of skills, knowledge required to perform your job effectively.
Pwede! Hindi nga!
Communication competence refers to the knowledge of effective and appropriate communication patterns, and the ability to use and adapt that knowledge in various contexts. A competent communicator would know when it is appropriate to ask questions to further a conversation, and read nonverbal cues, feedback from the receiver to know when the conversation is over.
What's up mga ka-big boys? It's me, Ate Micah, or you can call me Jamaica. And today we learned about the development of competence, and it's very important to learn that thing. And now we'll proceed to the multiple stage of competence. So there are 4 stages of competence. So check it out.
Unconscious incompetence.
Unconscious incompetence. This is the stage where you don't know the degree of your incompetence. In other words, it is generally the most challenging, as you are unconscious of the fact that there are areas that need improvements or things you need to learn.
In unconscious incompetence, the individual does not understand or know how to do something. Example, let's just say a kid who just simply watched basketball without knowing what is basketball. Conscious incompetence.
In conscious incompetence, the learner is aware of a skill or knowledge gap and understands the importance of acquiring the new skill. It's in this stage that learning can begin.
In conscious incompetence, once you realize what you don't know, you can start to learn, and this is an exciting time, particularly in transformational times. Now that you have tried, you will find out the things that you can't do. Your awareness is now raised. Conscious competence.
Conscious competence. The individual understands or knows how to do something. However, demonstrating the skill or knowledge requires concentration. It may be broken down into steps, and there is and have a conscious involvement in executing the new skill.
In conscious competence, it is the third of the 4 stages of competence. We've finally learned something new. Now we actually understand what we're doing and can explain how and why something works. How did we get there? Through practice and experience. Consciously competent learners tend to function well as long as they can concentrate on the task at hand. Unconscious competence.
Unconscious competence. The individual has enough experience with a skill that he or she can perform it so easily, they do it unconsciously. The model helps trainers understand the emotional state of their learners.
In unconscious competence, as opposed to our dangerously wrong intuition at stage 1, our intuition is now 100% correct. Due to extensive practice and experience, we don't need to think about what we're doing anymore. We just do it. We're in the zone, as philosopher Alan Watts would describe it.
What's up mga ka-big boys? It's me again, Micah. And today I want you to learn that one way to progress toward communication competence is to become a more mindful communicator. So what is a mindful communication? So it involves listening, speaking, and using nonverbal communication with kindness, attention, compassion, and awareness. So in getting competent, so getting started on your road to communication competence. So communication is common in that it is something that we spend most of our time doing. But the ability to make sense of and improve our communication takes competence that is learned through deliberate study and personal reflection. So to get started on your road to competence, I am proposing that you do two things. So the first is challenge yourself to see the value in the study of communication. And the second is commit to using the knowledge you gain in this class to improve communication and the communication of those around you. So if you start these things now, you will be primed to take on more communication challenges. So I know everyone loves challenges, right? So let's rock it. Adios!